Please start. -22, and I hope it's working. I got all my stuff together and back in my sled again. Now I only had to somehow make it back to the car. Yesterday, as I went ice fishing, I noticed that my ice scoop was gone. I knew I must have lost it somewhere near the igloo. I really hate losing things. I decided to make a little detour so I could try to find it again. It was just the fact that it was snowing quite a bit when I left the igloo, so the chances weren't too good to get it back. But luckily, as I was searching near the spot where I had my sled, I found it again. I was glad that my detour wasn't for nothing. It's only going downhill now, and I have to hurry up that my sled is not running into me. So it's mostly running right now, which is kind of funny. Yep, I'm glad nothing happened. I wasn't sure if I'm going to make it. Well, I'm still not there, but I think I can make it if it's not too much uphill in between. But I'm super low on energy, like super low. Did I mention that I'm hungry? I am hungry. I'm so hungry. Oh my god. Whew. I didn't want to rest in between. From here on, I took it slow on my way back. It took me about an hour to get down to the snow scooter trail next to the river. I almost made it. I'm down at the river where I parked my car. I just wanted to show you where I took the wrong turn when I went up to the lake. Therefore I had to hike all the way through the forest, off the trail, like, such a pain. Instead of walking up this way, I should have simply walked down this way, like a few 100 meters, 200-300 meters. And then there was a turn to the left, where it went straight up to the lake where I wanted to go. And now I'm really struggling. I'm really out of all my energy. It's the last, let's say 500 meters, 400, I don't know. But it feels like 10, 20 kilometers. When there is no energy in your body and you still have to keep on going. That is really tough. Oh my god. I guess I won't ever forget that trip. Now here's that old small bridge, which is giving me a hard time. Oh shit. So here's the last part. I'm almost at the parking. I hope it's coming on. That's all I want now. Please start. -22. Oh God. Okay. Let's wrap things up and drive home. Bye. Wait, so if you read studies about how long someone can survive without food, it is said it would be possible to make it for 7 and even up to 21 days if you have enough water. After this experiment, I don't want to imagine what that would feel like. It's terrible to know that there are so many people out there starving, even though we live in a world with an absurd amount of wasted food every single day. Have you ever asked yourself what you would do if we get into a worldwide crisis? What if we one day don't have access to fuel, or an actual blackout happens due to an attack? What if one day your local grocery store couldn't get any deliveries or has no electricity to cool the groceries? I believe the biggest part of us modern human beings would be totally lost, and there would be fights for the smallest things. Let's hope this will never happen, but you should think about it when you're walking through your local store the next time. We need to appreciate in what kind of wealth we actually live in. For me, this was one reason to find out how I could handle such a situation. Though you probably wouldn't end up with as little as I had. But anyways, a scenario like this could happen, and at least I would like to be prepared for it in some way. Which is also why this here was not the last trip. I will be doing more experiments in the future to learn more techniques of how to survive out in nature when you're left with only a few things, or simply your bare hands and whatever nature has to offer. The fact that I have lost 4.5 kilos in 3 days tells me I'm not prepared for it yet, and I need to learn more. This has been a tough journey with lots of ups and downs, but now I got an idea of what it actually means to completely rely on your abilities of providing some food for yourself when it's winter in Swedish Lapland. If you don't want to miss out on one of the next videos, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your support and see you next time.